everyone, this is Kinjal Paramar. Today we will discuss programmable logic array. So let's start. PLA, that is programmable logic array. A programmable logic array is a commonly used as programmable logic device. It has programmable AND array and programmable OR array. This PLA has programmable AND gates and programmable OR gates. So depending on our requirement, we can connect according to our logical function for AND gate and for OR operations, or says for OR gate array. A PLA has a set of programmable AND gate which link to a set of programmable OR gate to produce an output. So basically this PLA has a first programmable AND gates, and then this programmable AND gate can connect it with programmable OR gate to produce a output, or says to produce a logical function in terms of this SOP form. It is easier to use and flexible as compared to programmable array logic, as both the AND array and OR array is programmable. Here this PLA is quite flexible compared to this programmable array logic, because in programmable array logic we have only one programmable AND gate, we have a fixed or array gates in PAL, but in PLA we have both the and OR, both array are programmable. So this PLA is quite flexible as compared to this PAL. PLA is basically a type of programmable logic device used to build a reconfigurable digital circuit. Here this reconfigurable, that means we can connect, or says we make configurations again and again to operate or to generate various logical functions using only one circuit of this PLA. So here this PLA is a basically reconfigurable, reusable, reprogrammable. PLA, here we have a basic block diagram of this PLA. In this we have a programmable AND array and we have a programmable OR array. So here we have a N inputs and M outputs. So by using this input output conditions to this programmable AND array and programmable OR array, we can generate a logical functions into SOP form. The implementation of any SOP expression using AND gates, OR gates and inverters could be easily replaced by using the structure offered by PLA. Here we have a PLA structure which includes this AND, OR and inverter. So we can use this PLA circuit rather than using individual gates. So using this PLA we can implement this SOP expression. This PLA is similar to ROM as PLD. This ROM, we can use this ROM as a programmable logic device, right? So this PLA is similar to ROM as a programmable logic device. However, it does not provide full decoding of variables and not generates all the minterm as in the ROM. In ROM, we can generate all the minterms, but this PLA structure do not produce all the minterms. In this PLA structure, we can produce a minterms which we require according to our conditions. In PLA, all the minterms are not realized, but only required minterms are implemented. In PLA, the decoder in a PROM is just replaced by AND gate array. So we can program our product term according to our requirement using this array of AND gate. In PLA, every input variable and its complement can be left either connected or disconnected to the AND logic gates. For three input variable A, B and C, the available inputs for each AND gates are A dash, B dash, C dash. So here we have all the possibilities of this input variables. We have both the values for 0 for as well as for 1. So in order to generate a single product term with every AND gate, the program is required. Here we use this connections icon to this program our AND gate. That means if we make a connections, that means we programmed that gate. And how we make these connections? So according to our required logical functions, to implement any logical functions, we just connect these input variables according to our requirement. The product terms are then connected to OR gate to provide the sum of product for the required Boolean function. The output of this AND gate is given to the OR gate to produce sum. So at the end of this, we have a sum of product terms for required Boolean functions. The programmable connections on the AND gates and for OR gates can be noted with the symbol of cross. So using this cross symbol, we make a connection. That means we programmed our gates. Here we have a basic logical diagram of this programmable logic array. We have a programmable AND gates and we have a programmable OR gates. Here we have a total 8 AND gates and we have a 2 OR gates. The inputs of this AND gates and the input of this OR gate can be decided according to the user. So whenever we want a logical function, so we can make a connections by marking this cross signs, and we have a product term. Now which product terms can be used into sum? So according to that, we have a F1, that means function F1 or F2. So this is how we can make a connection for programmable logic array. Again, here we have a programmable AND gate and programmable OR gate. That means according to our requirement, we can use any of the terms for required Boolean function. Let's take an example. Implement A is equals to xy plus xz and B is equals to xy dash plus yz plus xz dash. Here we have a xz dash term common in both the inputs, or says in both the logical functions A and B. So we can use this only one times to produce our product terms. So this F1, or says this A and B can share a common terms. In PAL, we cannot share same common terms, but in this PLA structure, we can share a common mean term. So this is how we have an implementation of this logical function using this PLA. Here we require this XY. So we can mark this X and Y. So here we have a XY and here we have a XZ dash. So this term. Now we want a logical function A which has a XY, XZ term, and then we have a OR. So this XY and XZ terms can be connected here for OR operation. So here we have a programmable OR connections. Here we have a programmable AND connections for our logical function A. Now to implement B, we have a total 3 term x, y dash. So here we have a x, y dash. Then we have a y, z. So here we have a y, z. Now this x, z dash already implemented over here. So we can use this term. So we have a B as this term and this term. So ORing of this term can give us a logical function B. So here we can use this common term into both the programmable logic OR gate. So this is how we can implement a logical function using this PLA. The output of PLA is connected to XOR gate sometimes to generate a normal or inverted output. When one of the input of XOR gate is connected to 1, then the input of XOR gate is inverted. That means if we have a input of XOR gate as a 1 and other input as a, so A XOR 1 basically produced A dash. How? For example, we have a value like we have a and we have another input as a 1. Now the value of A is either 0 or either 1. So if we have a all time 1 into XOR gate, so now what we have a 0 XOR 1, we have a 1 and 1 XOR 1, we have a 0. Says if this is A, so this is basically A dash. That means whenever one of the input of XOR gate is connected to 1 and then the input of XOR gate is inverted, this other input of XOR gate is inverted. Hence, if the output of OR gate is connected to XOR gate with the input 1, then our output of OR gate is basically inverted. What we are doing over here, we use XOR gate for inversion purpose whenever we require. We take one example for this. We have this is XOR gate. Now here we gave a output for logical OR, and here we have either 1 or either 0 depending on our requirement. If we have a logical function in inverted form, so we can use 1, and if we have a logical function in normal form, so we use 0. So this is how XOR is used for a complemented or says for normal output logical functions. When one of the input of XOR gate is connected to 0, then input of XOR gate does not change. Hence, if output of OR gate connected to XOR gate with input 0, then output doesn't change. This XOR gate can be used for function implementation of normal and complemented logical function. Now let's take an example why we require this XOR gate. So here we have an example, function f1 summation of 0 1 to 4, f2 is equals to 0 5 6 7. Now here we have a condition that implement this logical function with 3 input. So here we require 3 input and 4 product term. Remember, here we require only 4 product term. So here we have to use only 4 AND gates, and here we can produce this logical function using only 4 product terms for both F1 and F2 and 2 output. Here we have a 2 output F1 and F2. Now to produce this logical function using PLA, just first make a equation for this F1 and F2. So using K-map, we can make a logical equation. So here we have a logical function of F1 and F2. Here we have a K-map of F1 and here we have a K-map of F2. For F1, we make a group. So we have a first term A dash B dash. Then we have a second term. Here for this term, we have a term B dash C dash. For this, we have a dash and B dash. And for this, we have a dash C dash. So this is how we make a function F1. Now for F2, we have a logical function. This is individual term. We can't pair with any. So here this logical term is A dash, B dash, C dash. So we have a dash, B dash, C. Now for this, we make group of 2 like this. So we have a and in this direction C. So we have a term AC, and for this, we have a and here B. So here we have a F2 term AB. Now let's compare this term because we have to generate this logical function using only 4 product terms. So here we have a dash B dash, first term, A dash C dash, second term, B dash C dash, third, AB fourth, AC fifth, and A dash B dash C dash sixth term. So here whenever we implement the logical function f1 and f2 in normal form, then we have a total 6 product term. But here in this example, our condition is given like 4 product terms. So now we just here use dual form or say complemented form. Now how we can calculate this f1 dash? So just make a group of 0, and by making this we have a term like this. So by if we make a group of this, so we have a term BC. For this we have a term AC, and by making group of this 0 we have a term AB. So this is how we can calculate f1 dash. This is not exactly the complemented form, this is a dual form. Okay, now here we have a this term, so we have a dash C. For this term we have a dash B, and for this term we have a simply a B dash C dash. So this is how we can calculate f2 dash. Now why we implement this, why we use this f1 dash and f2 dash? So here we use this f1 dash and f2 dash to fulfill this condition of 4 product term. So how we can fulfill this condition? To compare this f1 and f2, in this f1 and f2 we have a 6 product term. Now compare f1 dash and f2. So in f1 dash and f2 we have a common term AB. Then we have a common term AC. So basically till now we have only 2 term. Now this BC third term and this term fourth term. So if we implement f1 dash and f2, so we can fulfill this condition of 4 product term. We can also compare other combinations. We can compare f1 and f2 dash. We can compare f1 dash and f2 dash. But for all these conditions, we can't fulfill this condition of example of specifically 4 product term. For only f1 dash and f2, we have a common term AB, AC. So this AB and AC can be implemented for both the function one time, and then BC for f1 only, and A dash, B dash, C dash for f2 only. So this is how we can calculate 3 input and 4 product terms. For this calculations of logical functions, for implementation of logical function using PLA, we can make a table like this. Here we have a common term AB, AC, BC and A dash, B dash, C. Now AB, that means we have a 3 input, and this term used A and B in a normal form. So we have a 1, 1. This AC, that means A1, C1, B and C, that means B1, C1 and A dash, B dash, C dash, that means all 3 is 0. Now this AB term used in F1 and F2. This AC term is also used in F1 and F2. This BC is represented in only F1, and this A dash, B dash, C dash is only in F2. Now this table can be drawn from this logical equations of this K map. Here in F1 we have a AB, AC and BC term. In F2 we have a AB, AC, A dash, B dash, C dash. So using this we can make a table of this. Now here this F1 is in a complemented form. So here we write this F1 as a C and this F2 as a T. That means for a normal form. Okay. So here this output is in a normal form and F2 is in a normal form, and this F1 as a complemented form. Now this logical table can be implemented using PLA. Here we have a logical diagram of this logical function using PLA. Now this logical function F1 and F2, basically F1 is in a complemented form and F2 is in a normal form. We can produce logical function in either complemented form or either in a normal form. Both the functions should be in only one form, either complemented form, either in a normal form. Here we produced a logical function in complemented form. Now how we produce this? So here we have a logical function f1 term as AB, AC and BC. So this term is given and connected over here. Here we mark A, B, here we mark AC, here we mark BC. So here we have a term AB, AC and BC. So here we make a OR of this three term and we have a term here AB plus AC plus BC. Now as we implement this logical function, basically f1 dash, so here either both the function should be in f1 dash, f2 dash or f1 f2 in normal form. Here we produce f1 dash and f2 dash. Both the terms are in a complemented form. So here we make a connection of this output of this OR gate and here we make a connection for 0. So here we have a no change of this conditions according to this XOR logic, as if we connect 0. So we have a term similarly over here, and if we mark 1, so we have a complement of this, and complement of this, that means a f2 dash. So here we produced basically f1 and f2 in complemented form. Okay, so here we used both the times AB and AC, as this term are common in f1 and f2, and we have another term A dash, B dash, C dash into f2 only. So here we given this to XOR gate and here we mark a connections for 1. So here we have a 1. Now according to logic of this XOR, if we have a 1 input and other input as a 1, so we have a inversion of this input at the output side. So here we produced inversion of this term AB, AC and A dash, B dash, C dash. So here we have a f2 in a complemented form. We can connect here 1 and we can connect here 0. So we have a connections of this into normal form. So we have a f1 and f2 in normal form. So this is how we can implement a logical function using this programmable logic array. Here we have a 4 product terms. We have a 3 input and 2 output. Advantage of PLA. Advantage of PLA: there is no need for time consuming logic design. Design checking is easy and design change is also easy. Layout is far simpler and less time consuming. When new IC fabrication technology is introduced, use of previous design information with ease and without change, making adoption of new technology quick and easy. Here this PLA is basically reconfigurable, reprogrammable. So if we have a new technology, so with the minor modifications we can use this technology. So adoption of this new technology is quick and easy. Only the connection mask need to be custom made. Here we mark a connection, so this connection mask is custom made. PLA is a very inexpensive approach and greatly shortening designing time. Disadvantage of PLA: lower speed, because programmable AND array and programmable OR gate. So basically we have a 2 times programmable connections. Hence the speed of this logical implementation of logical function is quite lower than other logical diagram. So this advantage of this PLA is basically lower speed, larger chip areas. The small size advantages of PLA diminish as the number of terms in a disjunctive form increase. So if we have a more number of terms, so this small size advantage of PLA is basically overcome. This PLA cannot store complex functions because functions whose disjunctive forms consist of many product terms. So this PLA cannot store complex functions. So in this session, we discussed about this programmable logic array. This programmable logic array has a programmable AND gate and programmable OR gate. Thank you.